into that match in just a second. You just see this VWS roster discussing strategy a little bit and deciding exactly how they're going to attack this off of the break. As we know, the biggest thing we're going to be looking out for here, Golden Boy, is seeing which team can lock down the BR tower within the first minute of the match.
All right, guys, it's going to begin. STK, VWS Gaming, and we're going to be kicking things off with Naded here, who is going to throw that sniper on the opposite side of the map. Not much he can really do there. If he would have went for the sniper, he would have gotten taken out by the fusion coils. But still, nevertheless, though, he's going to be able to get that first blood and advance forward toward this hill.
Yeah, nice job there. I think Naded's goal was to actually send that sniper flying in any direction he could, and it looks like he found the player who has it right there. So that sniper rifle will drop, and we'll see as Mikwin does have the sword as well. Both teams now trying to just establish a little bit of map control.
Yeah, well, we'll jump to Mikwin because, like you said, he has that sword and he's going to get the assist. Of course, playing that, close range game could come into effect here, and he's not able to do it as he ends up getting taken out there. Actually, he traded. I apologize. STK's Snakebite did manage to come through the library, catching Mikwin off guard. Naded now has the sword. Mikwin off to respawn, looking to,
Worried about that barrel. Made sure he took out that threat before he pushed forward. Nice job there. As his team takes a small lead here, and right now their biggest priority is to set up on this B hill. That's top BR.
Right. That's right, and actually poised for for a good setup here. I mean, Mikwin putting down a couple shots.
Oh my! Amazing teamwork there from the STK side, challenging one player under glass and following up with a nade to take out the player in library window now, as VWS has to try to cross the entire map and get back over to the B hill.
Yep, and look over here as Naded is going to put down some shots over by B and advancing forward.
Yeah, and this is what I'm talking about. Naded getting so quickly, right? Wasting no time. Immediately getting across the map, pushing straight to the enemy hill. And here he is, only a matter of seconds, and pushed across the map as fast as possible. Hines misses that lunge right now, challenging Royal 2. So nice stuff from Naded, laying a foundation so his team can push.
Yeah, actually, he put down so much cover fire there that, like you said, it's going to give his teammates that opportunity to make some moves happen, and that definitely shined there. Goofy now on the opposite side with the with his battle rifle, trusty BR in hand. Still, B hill is going to go to red team with a sizable amount of time. They got maybe 5 seconds of time to capture here, but not anymore as time dwindles down. C getting ready, and the red team has set up there already, top of the lift. Goofy laying down some more cover fire alongside Legit as they continue to advance forward.
Yeah, I tell you what, Golden Boy, not too much time on the clock for either team here. Only 19 to 12. That's true. Just under 13 left. So for the first 2 minutes, not that much time has been grabbed by either team. So still both teams kind of leaning towards the slaying side rather than going straight for the hill.
Yeah, Goofy just patrolling around this. Now, what's, I guess, the reasoning behind this here? Obviously, Hill's all about setups. If you're set up in this fashion, where should theoretically the other team look to be spawning?
Right now, you're going to see players spawning in library as well as potentially bottom blue here, as I think is what just happened, as you have a lot of teammates over here for the VWS side around the BR tower. So they're going to be seeing players possibly lift up as well as come out of the library, which is that part that joins the top middle to the BR tower.
Yeah, Goofy put a lot of attention over by C, and he knew that a player could have been creeping up by elbow. He has to win this, and he does so with a headshot on Snakebite as he continues to patrol the sniper tower. Let's see what's going on with the rest of the... Actually, no, let's go ahead and give some love over to Ogre 2 and STK, because Ogre 2 actually get into a battle BR2, and he will get that assist as his teammate Snakebite takes out Mikwin.
Yeah, nice shot here. He's moving around top middle. Really nice shots there as he pushes across the map. They want to get this D hill, of course. If there's any hill, Golden Boy, that is the most controllable that you can lock down. Nice job with the sword there from Ogre 2. It is the D hill. Might turn 2 here. Gets the double. Nice job there. That sword will drop, and if you're Ogre 2, you're hoping your teammate might pick that up. And that's right. That's Royal 2 who grabbed that sword. So now they're going to try to get back in this game down by less than 10 seconds.
Yeah, with that sword in hand, they're going to be able to maintain a lot of time in this hill. And the nades are flying in, but they're not going to affect Royal 2 because he's going to be tucked away in that corner unless you can get those frags banked on the wall. And even then, though, just nades flying everywhere. Teammate right behind him. He's pushing him with the sword. That's going to be another swipe. He has 10% on that energy sword, though, so he has to be mindful about this. Good for maybe one more kill, and that will do it for him.
And nice stuff from Royal 2. As I said, that hill is seriously the most controllable. If you want to lock down one hill and get time, that's the hill to do it, and now they're up 59 to 45, so a 20-point swing there.
Yeah, good stuff out of STK, most notably Royal 2 with the sword play, was able to get a couple key kills in there, as well as beforehand pushing up into C, or now looking over here toward the E hill. or excuse me, the D hill, but looking over toward the E hill, he's actually going to just, again, we saw this happen with Mikwin yesterday, except in this instance he had a sniper rifle, but he's still laying down cover fire for his teammates to be able to clean him up. Unfortunately, it was not going to be the case. Goofy going for the challenge. He's able to get those shots. Beautiful headshot as he takes out Goof.
Yeah, great shots there from Royal too. Also picking up the assist. This is going to set his team up for a little bit of success, but there's a player who looks like sniping in the window if you want to switch over to Mikwin on the VWS side right there, picking players out of the hill. A nice job to keep his team in this match, trying to help his teammates as they enter that underglass hill. In just 10 seconds, though, we're going to be rotating the hill to top middle once again.
Yeah, they have to get ready for that one, and that's exactly what Mikwin's going to do. 2 seconds, and it is up. And now looking over, they know that BR2 is going to be a threat, and they know that Mikwin had a sniper rifle, so it was only just a process of elimination. They were able to take Mikwin out of positioning there, but a beautiful headshot as Mikwin is going to be able to pick off Snakebite. Now looking by the snipe tower, expecting spawns to happen this way. This is a good chunk of time that they're getting on this, Bravo.
Yeah, right now trying to challenge across to S3, but also staying alive, doing a nice job. His team is going to push in to suppress that enemy threat. Now 74-71, very close game here.
Yeah, look at that player hanging out by the pillar. He's going to waste like maybe 1 or 2 shots on this one if he's not careful, which is exactly what that player wants him to do. Just waste shots, but oh, he gets the body. Not going to happen though with the headshot as Mikwin gets picked off. That's going to be Snakebite as we give some love to STK with the sniper in hand.
Yeah, right now Snakebite charging up that tower, almost got no scope, but gets a hit marker there. He's going to clean up that kill now. Legit is taking out Goofy, trying to do the jump up to top BR, misses that jump, and actually is taken out too. Goes for the no scope and hits the, looks like it hit the melee, not the shot though. Yeah. So that player is going to escape with the sniper rifle, and that's Mikwin, who now has the sniper up at top BR for his VWS roster.
Yeah, Mikwin with that yet again, and Snakebite's going to spawn over by bottom green, and there you can see the boys actually getting ready. And you know what? I think now's a good time more than ever to hop into a listen-in here, an Astro listen-in, see the communication of STK and how they're you know, holding up here in this very intense matchup.
Yeah, we'll get that listen-in queued up in just a second. We've heard your feedback from watching the stream yesterday, so we'd like to thank you and bringing you some listen-ins today. Excited to see how these teams communicate.
That's right.
Now 77-74, still anyone's game. Just over 8 minutes left in the match. Most matches that we've seen Golden Boy have gone to the 15-minute mark with time ticking down. So likely it looks like with the slow pacing of this game, we might actually see the same thing.
That's right. So let's see what's going on. Hines laying down a lot of cover fire as well. And you got Mikwin actually trying to challenge him. You got 3 members of VWS actually hanging out over by the snipe tower too. Just look at the flood of nades flying through. That's going to be a double kill for Snakebite as he gets that hill defense. Another challenge actually coming to him, but he's going to be able to ward this one off as best as possible. And look there, I mean, he's just laying down fire nonstop, never stop shooting. That is pretty much what STK is doing here.
Yeah, nice job there. Finally, the VWS roster overtakes the tower. If we want to switch over to Mikwin, he's covering all of those angles from Snipe 3 with a sniper rifle in hand, making sure his team can now grab time in the C hill. It's about a 10-point game here, 92-82. Going to try to lock down this area. Nice headshot there as he takes out Royal 2, locking down that lane.
Yep, and Mikwin looking around here as he's going to continue to just patrol with the sniper rifle. 92-90. I mean, again, like, this is insane how close this matchup is, Bravo.
Yeah, let's go ahead and jump into a listen-in with VWS. We'll see what they're up to right now to try to maintain the lead here, as they do have map control.
Forget about the blue hill.
I'm watching on
Elbow, come closer right here. To where?
top here.
I got top here.
And we'll just let you know when we want to come back.
You guys need to do this. Kill the snipe kid.
Follow. Oh, wait, one minute.
There's an hill, man. He's bottom mid. Wait. One top bottom mid. Kill this guy bottom mid. Kill this guy hill. I'm dead. I died. I got double dated, dude.
Can't believe that.
He's weak in hill.
Snipe 1, he's got combo now.
We have sword, right?
Fuck, I couldn't get him, man. Don't worry about it.
It's all good. All right.
Regroup. Nice.
I got one. That's sword and hill. That's sword and hill. Sword and hill.
Top.
Yeah, right there, you saw a little bit of quick work there from VWS as they're unable to lock down hill control, and actually STK now racking up the score there as they're going to go up 118-90.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, STK, again, just able to maintain control in this game, has definitely been thriving. VWS is nated pushing up, and you can hear that frustration from them as well as they're trying to get positioning. When we had that listen in, it was definitely something to take note of there. And Hines able to win that battle against Naded as Hines tries to run away with a snipe. Snipe falls off the map, by the way, so that's going to be critical. And that sword player actually looking to challenge Goofy over there as he wants to stay alive, running away from this one very intelligently. Now it's going to be up to E. This could be a good chunk of time that they can get here. They need every single second they can get.
Yeah, they're going to take out Royal 2 here. Nice job. So immediately it's a 4v3. We'll see if they can use this man advantage to rack up some time in the bottom middle hill, but it won't be easy. Pretty accessible from a variety of angles.
Yeah, and you can see that player actually jumping up. You know, Goofy made that call out as now they're going to get that bottom green spawn, opting to actually push out. And the credit actually to the player that's going to be hanging out inside of the hill. I believe that's Naded with a shotgun, able to fend for himself. And pressure coming through as Naded will get picked off. Shotgun in the hands of Goofy as he's looking to play the corners here. Look at those nades just flying in, banked around the corner. He has to be real careful about this. All those nades just continuing to flood in. Shotgun only able to pop the shields. Not enough to take out that player, though.
Yeah, right now we'll switch over, and looks like on the STK side, if you want to see what Ogre 2 is doing, we'll also jump into a listen-in with them in just a second to see how their communication is a little bit different from the VWS side. Of course, they're a very loud, very communicative, intense team.
That's
Love
right.
to see what STK is also doing.
Yeah, that's very true there, and legit actually going for this challenge. Ogre 2 dropping back smartly as he has no shield. A is up for grabs. No one in it just yet, though, as it will be 139, 117, guys. This game is so close. We have so much time to play here as well that VWS can easily come back into this, but it's really going to boil down to keeping these guys out of the hill as much as they possibly can.
Yeah, let's go ahead and jump into a listen-in with this STK roster, and we'll stay on them for a little bit, a minute or two.
I can't move with BR.
Over ramp.
We gotta get BR.
And stay alive at BR.
Nice job, Tom.
Nice, stay alive at BR.
We gotta get BR.
Top blue,
Stay
top blue.
alive. Come in.
Nice, top blue.
Top blue.
One side, BR3. He's back BR, he's back BR. Tom in.
Two dead.
BR3. Nice.
One shot,
Two
dead again. Nice time, Rich.
Top blue. Top blue right now.
Go to BR.
Go to BR.
Go to open ramp.
BR1 over ramp.
B3 weak. Just stay light, PJ. B3 weak. There's got B3 and B2. 2B2. 2 ramps.
Nice.
B3. He's open ramp.
Tom in. BR2 weak. Shot E3.
Nice,
PJ. I want some double.
Where am I?
I got B3.
I'm getting shot from top blue.
2 shots top left. I'm going library.
Nice.
Just hold side. I'm playing side. Someone watching over. I can watch blue.
One under glass. Yeah, I'm gonna sit here and watch open ramp.
They're going elbow. They're pinning blue. There goes one shot. One mid absolute.
Watch my elbow.
Absolute over.
Elbow right out. Dead.
Top blue one shot.
Dead.
Two dead. No, sword spot nated.
I am pushing him.
Alright, I'm watching. He's absolute.
Got him. Sword's down there. I'm
Stay
not
up
going
top,
for it. I'm
guys.
not going for it.
Watch out library. We got library, right?
Watch
side behind me. Top blue.
Under glass.
Top blue, Goofy.
Two short,
Two under glass.
We gotta get
Nading over ramp. I'll see under glass.
Under glass.
Snipers gonna be up in 10 seconds.
I got blue.
10 seconds.
Bottom blue weak, naded, and sword.
We gotta get top blue. Outside, guys.
Start rotating.
He's got
Here, one
back up.
Open ramp.
Snipers gonna be up in 5 seconds. Snipers gonna be up in 5 seconds.
Look at me. I'm
I think it's one BR3, yeah.
New snipers up. New snipers up. Watch S3.
S3 is behind me. S3 behind me.
Stay
And
alive.
top mid. Watch S3.
Where's one?
Blue.
They're gonna have new snipe. They're gonna have new snipe.
Where's that sword guy? Did we
I
kill
don't
sword
know.
guy?
He went BR2, I think.
Go BR3. Top sniper. Yeah, sniper S2. Sniper S1. Sniper. They know you're there. Watch out.
Alright, tell me when you guys
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm hiding.
He has sword of BR, man. I'm gonna need hill.
Sniping us through, I think still.
Hill's gonna be one. S2 sniping. S2
S2.
Hill should be weak. Hill should be weak. Legit one hit. S2 sniping.
There's one pistol.
S3
Your
sniping,
left
one hit.
pistol. Two in hill. Nice.
Just kill the hill guy if we can. Kill the hill guy if we
Hill
can.
guys, we have to kill the
Watch out,
guy.
watch out. Stay
Nice.
alive.
Okay.
BR3,
Hill's
yeah,
moving S1. Hill's moving S1.
Sword
BR3.
BR3. Sword BR3. He's up. It's going to snipe. It's going to snipe.
Guys, going
BR3.
S1.
Do you have any idea where he is?
No, he's up there. He's there still. He's up front. To the left. He
Top
dropped
center.
Drop low. He dropped low. One drop low. One shot better with sword. One shot better with sword. Two
We gotta move S1,
Yeah,
guys.
we gotta move.
S3 weak. S3. Dude, sniping S2.
Go up top.
S2 is weak. Top blue hitting. I got naded. Two shots blue. Two shots blue.
We have
Two shots blue. Top blue. 2 shots.
Stay alive.
S1
Remember to
sniper.
stay alive, guys. Calm down. Go up
He's got
top.
sniping.
3 S1. 3 S1. They have snipe.
top.
Snipe's going S2.
One thing,
Push
push
elbow.
elbow.
I'm pushing elbow. We're all
gonna go
pushing
under
elbow.
S2. Dude, one behind us. BR3. S2. BR3.
All right, and there you heard the listening with STK. Great communication out of them, but this is going to be a critical hill for VWS to maintain, because if they're able to do this for a good chunk, maybe 20 seconds, they're right back in this game, Bravo.
Yeah, it was great to have that listen-in powered by Astro. Of course, thanks to our friends at Astro Gaming. We'll be bringing you more listen-ins throughout the show. But yeah, like you said, this hill is Big D. It's the most easily controlled hill if you get the setup now 204 to 192. We're at a 10-point game.
And they continue to hold this. They will come back, but the key for STK is going to be to moving into the rotation on E. That's going to also be critical because if VWS can get 2 bodies in there, you know, they will be able to come back into this, which, by the way, they've taken the lead now, and this is something that's very surprising. They came back from 50 points, Bravo.
Yeah, here we go. 1 minute left on the clock now. It comes down to this bottom E hill. Only 8 seconds separate these 2 teams.
Oh my goodness, and Nate is going to play this one with the sword, able to get one. Is he going to move in for the double? No, but he's going to play this one smartly as he backs away. And he did kill Hines with that. He has a teammate there for coverage. 213 to 204, they got control of E.
Yeah, keep in mind, they just need to keep the enemy team out of the hill. Nice job there getting the hill defense medal. He's finally taken down. We'll see what's going on as his VWS roster now is going to be pushing in. Looks like Legit is also taken down. Now Nate is taken down, and Miquin. Goofy, the only player alive for his team. He has to keep them out. They're up by 13 seconds. But right now, and the STK roster is going to set up. Let's see if we switch over now to Ogre 2, who is setting up on bottom glass right there with his teammate Snakebite. He's taken out. We'll switch back over to Snakebite, see if he can get this kill and try to get some time. They are still down by 13 seconds. They need to get in right now.
They need every single second possible, but that's not going to be the case as VWS has taken control. They got all the kills necessary, and that is going to net them a Game 1 victory. My goodness, they came back from 50 points, Bravo.
And that VWS roster exploded. You can see how intense Naded is right now. As Naded is back in his normal fashion, super excited about that win with his team just now, as they could not be happier taking that Game 1 from STK. That's a big comeback.
Yeah, they let STK have some, well, I shouldn't say STK let them, because VWS, credit to them, just completely stopped them on the D hill.
And like you said, we were during the listen-in, it's pretty incredible, that match. We switched to STK during their listen-in when they were up by, I think, over 50 seconds, and at that point it looked like they were really clicking and they had all the control. But during the listen-in, you mentioned to us that if we take a look at the stats right here now, 28 and 26 right there from World 2, so nice job there from, let's see, +2 from Goofy as well as a +3 from Miquin. So the kills all around pretty even, but a nice job from them. But like we were saying, Golden Boy, during that listen-in, you know, the D hill was going to be the most important. That's why we wanted to come back and call the action. And incredible stuff from VWS. So often you need to make sure the hills that you can capitalize on, you need to make sure you do so. That's what VWS did, and it set them up for an easy way to control bottom middle, right? Even though all 4 members of VWS died, it's so difficult to control that bottom E hill, especially in a time like that. You know, if you look at the Snipe Tower entrance, the BR side entrance, as well as the blue entrance, there's a lot of different ways that players can funnel in as well as throw grenades and keep players out of that hill. So a really nice job from VWS to lock down. In that last minute, they did exactly what they had to do. They gained a lead of about 10 seconds, and it was enough.
Yeah, that's right. You know, again, it was VWS just being able to maintain that control, right? And the D hill, so critical. It couldn't have come at a better time for them. They knew that they needed to get in there and take care of business, right? And Naded he just squatted. He stayed there the whole time, and his teammates were just making sure no one was bothering him. Like that transition to E2 from that hill, from the D hill to E hill, is also very easy for that player there, because you're just able to push up right away. And they had control as soon as it popped up. So that's another thing you got to bear in mind too. It's just absolutely incredible performance out of VWS there to net themselves a Game 1 victory.
Yeah, like you're saying, I mean, the D hill and the E hill, for all intents and purposes, they might as well be considered the same hill for a 2-minute period, right? Yeah. Because if a team has that sniper tower locked down, there's a very good chance they're in a good position to then kind of move a little bit towards the middle of the map and just control bottom middle, especially if they've racked up time there. So VWS capitalized on that opportunity. Great stuff there. We'd like to thank you so much for joining us for the Launch Invitational here, presented by ESL. I think in just a few minutes after this break, we can bring in a good friend that many of you may know. We'll bring in Walshy to call the next match.
That's right, guys. So we're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, Game 2 coming up next. Team Slayer Lockdown. This is definitely one that's not over yet by any means whatsoever. You do not count out STK, because they're looking for redemption here. Let's see how all this unfolds after the break. Welcome back, everyone, to the Halo Master Chief Collection Launch Invitational presented by ESL. I'm Golden Boy, joined by a very special guest, the one and only, the legend himself, Dave Walshy Walsh. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Doing really good. Obviously, really glad for you to be joining me here. Just an FYI, by the way, Walshy will be commentating alongside myself and Bravo at Iron Gaming coming up pretty soon. So really looking forward to getting in the booth with you there as well.
Yep, December 14th. It'll be a great chance for people to get HCS points and continue the H2 anniversary series. So.
That's right. It's going to be a really, really good time. So, guys, we have an incredible matchup here between VWS as well as STK. And, you know, I think it goes without saying the history that you have with Ogre 2 as teammates and the legendary final boss.
Yeah.
You know, I guess the question I have for you is looking here and seeing, you know, being coach of Straight Rippin', by the way, who are currently in the winter bracket finals. I guess, you know, how are you looking at these two teams, you know, as far as one, competition for your team, but two, you know, I guess just as a longtime Halo player, like any chinks in the armor that you're seeing there?
Surprisingly, even though I would look at STK as a younger roster overall with Snakebite and Royal 2, I look at them being a more, I guess, composed and solid lineup. Like, I can see VWS just being very, very frantic. Like, you have someone like Naded and Mikwin on your team, they're players that can go off at times and just, you know, take over a game. They could win at 50-25, but at the same time, they can also have those meltdowns. They've always been very,
Always been, you know, and I agree with you there. I mean, the young blood into the team here is definitely going to play a factor, and we are hopping into Game 2, and we're kicking it off with Snakebite from STK, as it's going to be Warlord Team Slayer. Unfortunately, a betrayal there, but, you know, it is what it is, as we're going to jump over to Heinz from STK. 3-1 in the score right now. Heinz getting into an engagement down at bottom mid. Now, what is the approach here for Team Slayer on Warlord? We know it's a frantic game type, Walsh. What is the approach for a lot of these teams?
You need to have at least a couple people up top, meaning you want to have people on sides flags or top center, and then you need people roaming. A lot of times, portals are the best way to go. The only problem that can happen on this is it's so hard to organize with your teammates what's going on because it's so frantic, like you said. There's so many fights going on that's like, all right, how do I adjust? Should I be at portals? Should I be up top? And the way I've always approached it is it's safer to be up top because it's so much easier if you have too many people up top, just have someone drop down and go to a portal. It's so easy to sneak down to your ramp portal or to your health portal and adjust that way. So I think a big mistake that some teams do on this is they have too many people down low, and then it's so hard to adjust that and have people up top after that.
Yeah, of course. We've been seeing a lot of players, you know, opting here, especially in this matchup, you know, emphasizing the side bases, right? So, and just hanging out as much as they can, just laying down that cover fire. And Ogre 2 actually has been a player that's been lingering at the bottom the most, you know, just going from portal to portal, making sure no one's pushing up and getting aggressive on him. So Ogre 2 finding legit right in front of him, going in for the engagement as he backs up. He gets taken out, though, by one of the members of VWS. That will be, I think that was legit. I'm not entirely certain.
And when I teamed with Ogre 2 in 2006 and 2007, I don't think we dropped Warlock Team Slayer one time out of those 2 seasons. And like I said, our strategy in that was getting people up top, putting shots to crossfire, and as you saw right there, Ogre 2 was just going portal to portal. He was pretty much unseen and just finishing people off.
Yeah, it's like you just vanish from thin air. So obviously communication is going to be key here in Team Slayer on Warlord, and I want to hop into an Astro listen-in with STK, see what's going on with them as they're currently going to be down. Nope, I stand corrected. It's going to be tied. Enjoy.
Yellow pie, make one weak.
1227's camo, guys.
Red health port.
1227's camo.
One's on shot. Melon's weak. And bottom middle somewhere. Bottom middle charging. Health port still. Yellow Neo's one hit. We get portal.
1227's camo.
Nice, we got one. Top mid somewhere.
Wait for camo.
Yellow pie.
Nice double.
Nice.
Camo.
Red health port. Might go blue health port. He's probably blue health port. Nice shot getting camos. Let's make something of this. I'm nading health port. I'm getting shot from blue. Blue nades or something. Blue flag, blue nades. Blue flag and blue nades. Weak. Red needles. Nade is one hit. Nade was one hit. Blue nades going ramp port. Under the needles.
Nice, Matthew.
Green flag. Needles and flag. Blue. 2 blue needles. Blue flag still. Blue flag. Weak, legit. Just weak bottom mid. Where's he going? Dude, green ramp. Where? On me. Green ramp. Give me 2 shots. Stay alive, Tom. One shot of me, guys. Forward it on me. Right. Nice. Blue, push out blue. 2 guys, blue ramp. Push out the base. Bottom middle. Final port. Bottom mid, yeah. Bottom mid weak. Go blue nades. 2 bottom middle. Blue nades. 2 bottom middle. 2 spread out, guys. Spread out. 2 needles. Blue ramp. Let's just one shot, one hit. Blue nades, one hit. Get on the base. Big goes one shot, blue nades. I got one. Big goes one shot, blue nades, I think. Bottom mid, blue health. He's weak. Bottom mid, Gooey, rushing us. I can't see him. He's on the plate. He's on the plate.
11-17 camo.
Blue plat. I have to hide, guys.
11-17 camo, guys.
Blue needles. Red flag. I can't see red flag, man.
Nice.
I got double. On me, right on me.
11-17 camo. When you spawn camo, Matt.
Yellow needles.
Camo, guys.
Yellow needles and blue flag. Yellow needles,
Camo's up now. Camo's up now, guys.
Yellow needles, blue flag. Top mid, camo. He's got camo. Grenade's weak. He's not on camo yet. He's top mid. 2 shots. Porting to you. He dropped.
Nice. Camo's up. Camo's up, still up.
Richie, grenades. Green, guys. Big one has a shot.
Blue ramp port. Blue ramp port.
portals.
He's gonna
Blue
port.
flag. There's a guy blue flag.
Cam was that too.
On me, guys.
All right, there was a listen in there with STK communication. One thing I got to highlight about Halo, and I actually see a couple people talking about this in the chat. They're like, man, they're talking so loud, like, and so fast. How's anyone understanding them? But that's the core of Halo communication. It actually, there's really nothing like it in any other competitive shooter, right? It's, this has even been the originator, if you will, of just fast-paced, frantic call-outs nonstop. It's almost as if you're having a conversation while yelling at each other.
And truthfully, Warlock TS is going to be one of the toughest game types to communicate on because it's not like Warlock CTF where you have a base or a flag where you can refer back to and say, like, he's at our ramp portal or our health portal, because you just always want different parts of the map, and that's where it's really important to communicate with teammates. Say he's like, you can say he's at our ramp portal or he's next to you. And you notice a lot of times they're directing callouts to someone directly, saying he's like snakebite right at your ramp portal and those sort of things. And so that's one big difference that you'll see between top players in this, is that they'll direct callouts to someone specifically who it's relevant to.
Yeah, and it also takes a certain level of focus to actually comprehend that too, and be able to make do with it. But now it's going to be 43-40 right now, as STK is looking fantastic. Only 6 kills away as they just netted themselves their 44th kill against Goofy. World 2 seeing a player just, he's out for blood now, 45-47. There's 3 kills remaining here as STK's looking to make this comeback, or I shouldn't say make the comeback overall in this matchup, but in this series, tying it up 1-1, which would be huge for them going into Game 3, which will be 3 flag on Shrine. And as time dwindles down here, 49-42, who's looking to get that final kill? It seems like Royal 2 is engaging in a gunfight, but he's going to have to back up here. And I want to see where Heinz is as well. Heinz actually identifying a player down to the bottom. Ogre 2 going for that as well. A player right next to him, 49-42, 49-43. Scratch that. That's going to make it 50-43 as Game 2 goes to STK. And they are going to look real good and real confident going into Game 3.
I just saw them consistently having 2, maybe 3 people up top, and then, like I said, the other 1 or 2 people were roaming. They would notice where they were putting crossfire on, like over at like yellow flag, for example, and then Ogre 2 would port through and finish off those people. Yeah,
that was credit to Ogre 2 there as well. And let's actually bring up the stats and check this out, because I got to give that dude all the credit in the world. He had 12 kills, 8 assists, 10 deaths, so he did a great job staying alive, as well as World 2, who just laid down cover fire. You could definitely see that this matchup, very even spread amongst them. To stand out, though, Snakebite, 16 and 10 with 6 assists, had a good showing there. And, again, it's kind of been the story for STK has been Snakebite and World 2, right? Because you have these 2 veterans in Heinz and Ogre 2, and the question has always come up. It's like, man, how are these guys going to mesh? And right now, it's pretty much just been flawless for them.
Yeah, and I don't think a skill, like the skill is in question for those guys. I think it's really a question of if Ogre 2 is going to be putting in the time with them and teaching them, all right, how to best work together, how to best communicate, how to best execute these strategies, because they clearly have the skill. Yeah, that's not even a problem with those guys. But yeah, you have to.
It's all about directing them.
Yes.
Yeah, it's all about directing them, telling them what's right, and that's what they're playing for right there. The trophy of the Halo Master Chief Collection Launch Invitational, as well as $20,000 for that first place prize. So with that being said, Game 3 coming up next. It's going to be capture the flag on Shrine. Who is going to take it home? Who's moving on to the next round to face off against the loser of the winner bracket finals? Find out after this.
Just for like the people that were OG Halo 2 players.
It was remastered in Reach as well.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
So all these players have countless hours on this map. I think what's going to decide this one is what team is going to be able to not only control the sniper rifles, but going to be able to control their sniper huts. Because that's what's going to allow you to have the other team spawn in rocks. You can be able to push in from flag from turret safely and run the flag out whichever direction you feel you need to. So it's going to be, like I said, not only sniper rifles themselves, but controlling the sniper huts. So let's just jump in.
Well, let's go ahead and hop right into the action as everything's heating up real quick. Rockets out in the middle as Naded's going to push in there right away and get control of it. Goofy actually playing over by the rock, and that rocket's definitely going to connect. First strike and a rocket kill to boot, but Naded is going to fall. Rockets will be down there, and it seems like Goof is probably going to get control of that, but I do want to highlight, I believe, Mikwin, who is pushing out into the mid, and he has a sniper to boot. Good plays out of Mikwin here. Now, so obviously we know that like ring control is key, Walsh, right? I mean, you always want to hang out in there. But how reckless, I guess, would it be to take a sniper into ring? Because I haven't really seen that all that much.
That's a bit reckless, jumping out and challenging there, but you really aren't in too unsafe a position as long as you aren't challenging their sniper hut. Like as you saw right there, he was his side ring 3, crouching out, challenging rocks, and he had perfect angles there.
Yeah.
So it definitely was not the risk versus reward fight he wants there. If you have sniper rifle, generally you're not going to want to jump out one shot to finish off a guy in rocks who's in one of the worst positions in the map.
Yeah.
So I think that was just a poor assessment on Mikwin's part, but in the end he was in a great position.
Now, and Mikwin is going to continue to push up here. Now, we gave a lot of love to STK and the listening department in Game 2. Now it's time to check out what's going on with VWS as the pressure is on for them, falling in Game 2. Now Game 3 looking to close out this series. Enjoy this Astral Listen-In with VWS.
Rocks weak, dude. Heinz weak. Heinz weak, back rocks.
I don't have any help.
Heinz weak, back rocks. They're pillars, guys.
Back rocks. I know.
The left side rock. The left side rock.
I'm nading it.
They're bond right now. They're bond ring 1. They're bond ring 1.
Fuck, man. I got killed by their flags, Brett.
I died somehow.
I got one. Guys. They're street. They're street. Basil. He tried to body you. You're good.
One shot. Ring 1 above. Or jump up. Weak. That's weak. You hit him with that. One shot. Ring 1. Dead. 3 dead. 2 dead. Last guy. One just spawned. Right now.
Sniping.
One spawn. I have a sniper.
I'm gonna push. Oh, you were sniping it. Okay.
I don't know how I'm dying. No, they're jump. They're jump weak. Over 2. One shot. They're my corner. One shot. No, not me.
Yo, they're street.
He's under our hut. He's under hut right now.
They're street.
Wait, dude. One shot, Heinz. One shot, Heinz.
I'm gonna die.
One shot. I got him.
They're street pushing me.
I died. Ring 2 is sniper.
Oh my God.
Ring 2 is sniper. He's weak. One shot.
Watch out the rocks.
Over 2.
One shot on Brett.
Ring 2, man.
One shot over to the rocks. I died with flag.
Fuck, I don't have a VR, man.
Over to the rocks, weak.
You know where you're at.
Mid rocks, 2 there, jump up. One more to jump up. One to weak them middle rocks.
They're wall. I got a double.
I'm getting shot by our rocks, man.
He's pushing out our rocks. Pushing out really far our rocks.
Our back rock or what?
Yeah,
he's jumping up to our health right now.
My health?
Yeah.
Our carbine. We gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
They're carbine weak. Over.
I got it.
Rock
Our rock ramp, guys. Go our rock ramp in our car. Our health pack. I got killed by health pack.
Our top turret.
Our top turret. Pushing. You're last one, Brett. Got a flag. Weak. 2 guys. 2 guys are flag.
They're running rocks. I died somehow. Our flag ramp. Kill that flag ramp.
Protect your flag.
And push out. Flag's weak. There's 1 dead. And they have 1 dead. There's only 2 people.
We can flag.
Let's stop it.
Our car.
There's a guy spawning at their base. On their health, our health pack right now. They're jump up one shot. I got him. Yo, I might stop this. Oh, he's in there. He's going in. One shot our health.
One shot flag.
One shot our flag ramp.
Wait for shields. I need help on the flag.
They're bond.
I got shots.
Ring 1. They jump up.
They jump up on me.
They're on our flag.
They jump up on our pillars.
One shot. I got rolled.
They're rough.
Our flag is on? There was. I thought.
We gotta push up. Be aggressive. Get in the ring. They have them.
They're carbine.
They were up.
They're carbine weak. Mine's weak on the carbine. I'm getting rocketed. You want to one on me?
Watch out. Save out rockets.
I got weak on the carbine.
He's challenging Brett.
In ring 3.
Ring 3.
Behind you, Fizzle.
And on their street,
He's bully, man.
Still there? Oh, he's still there.
All right, there you heard the listening with VWS, and you got to point something out here, Walshy. When they were bringing that flag in from their sniper side, they knew that they were just tossing nades in there, and if he would have gotten reckless, he would have gotten picked off. So what do you do in that situation? You take advantage of the map element, and you drop that waterfall for coverage.
Yeah, and I think it's a huge testament to say, like earlier on, before that flag was even pulled, you notice how Heinz, he was over at their snipe hut. They they had to get Heinz out of snipe hut, and they eventually were able to get the kills, run the flag out, and you're able to run it through rocks. You don't need to keep snipe hut that entire time.
Yeah.
But you notice how they ran through rocks and then just got back and took their time. Like you said, shot down the waterfall, just brought it in. Because once you get the flag back to your base, or on your half of the map, the advantage is in your favor, the team that's running the flag, because your teammates that spawn are going to spawn close to the flag, and you can rally it faster. However, when you're on the opposite side of the map, it's usually a general rule of thumb that you're just going to want to continue moving the flag as fast as you can, because once again, same situation. The defending team can spawn faster and closer to stopping the flag.
Yeah, that's right, and it definitely played out in dividends for them there, as the score is going to be 1-0 right now in favor of STK. VWS you know, again, their backs against the wall here. The STK rallied big time in game 2, and they were able to really come out on top with that Slayer matchup, you know, getting control of it at that point as well. But now in this matchup, it seems like VWS is looking to make some magic happen and pull this flag, tossing it out there. Snakebite, though, is actually laying down some cover fire in the distance. No shields for him as he gets clean. We're going to stick with Snakebite off of the respawn to see what he's going to be doing. And I got to note Hines here on the full flank. He's going to be in a position to stop these guys if he hasn't been called out just yet.
He's in a position to stop, but his whole goal right now is to buy time, and he did
couldn't
not do that. Yep, he got picked off. So that's one thing that's it's almost one of those unquantifiable measures that people do. Like, that does not show up in the stats when you're buying time for your team. But it's one of the most important things that you can do. You create opportunities for your teammates to get kills on people that aren't looking at them.
Yep.
You have them their backs to your teammates. So Hines, usually one of those players that does that perfectly, but he just couldn't seem to get in the correct position to stay alive there.
That's right. That's going to be a flag cap there, making it 1-1. And this matchup is, I mean, again, it's just what we would expect at this level of competition. At this point in this tournament, Goofy is just going to get flooded with grenades. So Royal 2 will be the one who is going to be credited with the kill there. Meanwhile, his teammate Legit actually dealing with a lot of pressure at his base. A red player actually pushed up 2 to go in and see maybe we can make some magic happen near the flag. Instead, it ended up being that he got taken out, and now Goofy off respawn, just having to stop this onslaught coming from their rock side, which is not something you want to see if you're a VWS fan.
However, VWS, they have their sniper hut right now, so they're not in as bad of a position as it seems, as long as they stay alive there, because they can pick them off if they start to run at rocks. But obviously, once they have the death, they're in big trouble. And look at, they lost their snipe hut.
Yep, that's right.
Run it.
They're pretty much giving up the positioning here. That means they're going to be spawning on the opposite side near rocks, and that's going to be just easy connections for them. As Royal 2 is going to run away with this one, trying to get away. He only's got a sliver of health left. He had to put that one down, and the flag is going to be down near that rock jump into ring 2 on the side of STK. That one player there lingering around, but Snakebite has the rockets, though, so this is actually going to be something that's real good for them to have, as they would just be pretty much covered, and no one should be able to stop them. Escorting the flag in, looks like this is going to happen for STK.
I like this play by Snakebite. He's not going out and forcing anything. He realizes that, look, we have the flag on our side.
Ogre
They're
2
going to have
gets
to
it.
charge. They have to charge to get it, so.
STK gets that cap, making it 2-1 here, Walshy. Pressure is on now as STK, well, I should say VWS is in a position, and that was a double kill there as well for the killing spree from Snakebite. Just, you know, holding down this ring with rockets, so critical, and now he's pushing into their snipe tower. This is just absolutely beautifully played here out of Snakebite. I gotta say, and he has their sniper. Just, you couldn't say better things about how Snakebite played that. Unfortunately, he ended up getting meleeed and backwhacked.
He used that last rocket, and what he did was immediately dropped empty rockets at the, I believe it's the 22:15 mark, which will put the rockets on respawn. They'll come up 2 minutes and 30 seconds later, so they should be back at 19:45. So expect both teams, or actually expect STK to know when rockets are coming up and be able to get control of those again and control ring.
That's very true. I mean, STK knows that the Rockets are pretty much going to close this matchup, and Diesel is keeping track of that. So we will jump over to Ogre 2 now, who's actually, never mind, in a world of hurt, and he does get picked off, leaving Hines, Snakebite, World 2 here to just continue to hold things off. World 2 has just been playing incredible this entire tournament thus far. You always see him just being effective. He's always laying down shots wherever it is necessary, and just he's getting people like 2-shot all the time. It seems like there was a call out here over by the STK sniper hut. Ogre 2's going to push up. He gets control of the sniper, but now he has to be cautious about Mikwin, who had the shotty in his pocket, and that's going to result in Mikwin getting the sniper. Let's see what's going on with him.
This could spell disaster for STK right here. I do not like this with Mikwin just running it this way. Like, now he has to pay attention to the guys in court, whatever, and that's a big flag fumble on his part. But I wish he would just kind of stayed there at snipe hut and sniped and wait for one of his teammates to grab the flag. But he realized that time's down. Yeah, he has to make a move.
Yeah, he has to make a play, and he was kind of stuck in a rock and a hard place, no pun intended there, because he got killed in rocks. Mikwin, unfortunately, off the respawn, has to figure out what he wants to do, because that means STK gets their sniper right back, and the flag is going to go back to the base here. Needless to say, though, I mean, him having the sniper was kind of just like a gift So STK getting that back was what you would have expected to happen here. Now VWS just needs to get back to the drawing board and figure out how they're going to push back STK as much as possible so that they can force those spawns and make those pushes happen.
Yeah, well, I think VWS needs to do it, once again, is hold Snipe Hut. They need to get some kills that way, and then they can push it for the flag together. At this point, you're not just going to rally and desperate a flag against STK. They're too good for that. They're going to get the kills, and it looks like they're doing the exactly opposite of what I said. They're rallying and desperate a flag.
Yeah.
Here we go, VWS.
They're doing everything that they can. Snakebite, though, is going to make that stop. 7 seconds remaining, and that flag's going to fall. Goofy is going to get taken out. Legit last alive, and he does pick up that rocket, though, so that could be something that helps him out quite a bit with the double kill from Legit. Good plays.
And VWS did a good job of getting control of those rockets that came up at 19:45, which, like I said before, is 2 minutes and 30 seconds after the empty rockets are dropped. So I'm surprised that VWS got those because STK, first off, VWS was running a flag, and STK knew when the rockets were coming up. That should be guaranteed rockets for STK. They should remain calm. They're like, all right, they can get the flag a little bit further if they want, but we're going to have rockets. This is a guaranteed stop.
Yep, and Legit tried to actually hit that rocket on the bridge there, and he ends up missing that one. Pushing out is Goofy's going to be in a world of hurt. Mikwin's actually going to be hanging out over by the ring. We'll jump over to him here and see what's going on. He has the rockets as well, only one rocket, so it's going to be good for just one kill. Unfortunately, not enough, though, as he's going to have to rely on the trusty melee to take out Royal 2. Finding a player down at the bottom. Mikwin has to get away. Another player charging Ring 2 as well, and Mikwin loses the snipe control there. Looking for Goofy to make some noise here, as he now has control of the sniper rifle for his team.
I'm seeing intermittent great plays from Mikwin, but I would love to see him string those together. Like, for example, he gets that kill with rockets and stays alive with a snipe, or, once again, gets at their snipe tower, gets the kills, and stay alive there, and build an opportunity for his teammates to pull the flag. It seems like VWS, they're all just kind of trying to do things on their own. They feel like, all right, I get this kill, I have to run the flag now. Or I get this kill, and I have to push up further right now, even though I have no shields. Yeah. They definitely do not seem to have that cohesion with their team. They do not seem to be working together and have trust that their teammates are going to pick up the slack because they feel like they have to do it all themselves.
Yeah, that's right. And now that the flag is being pulled here by STK, VWS and Goofy, most importantly, has to turn his attention over to the snipe side.
This is actually a great opportunity for VWS. Although it looks kind of bad because STK's run their flag, one of the best opportunities to get a counter cap is when the other team is running a flag. You want to be in the scramble situation because worst case, obviously they lose the game, but this is a great opportunity for them to get a flag. They've only gotten one cap in 12 minutes.
Yeah.
The chance of them getting a flag in 3 minutes is not very likely, but with a situation like this, I think they can pull off a counter cap.
Yeah, I mean, then again, though, everything does end up resetting, and there's going to be 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in regulation play here. And remember, if it goes to 15 minutes and the score is 2-1, the victory will go to STK, as they're just continuing to just hold this one down. Over 2 and company. It feels like they're just right now clicking, and nothing's going to stop them. They have 2 guys down for VWS here. It seems like Snakebite and crew are just going to continue to push up.
Absolutely. STK are getting the crucial kills, and nothing can be said about that. Or not, I guess too much can't be said about that because they've been doing such a good job of killing the most important person. In most of these cases, that's been the flag guy.
Yeah.
Because VWS has been so unorganized when pulling these flags that they usually have one person that's close to the flag. If you kill him, even if all 4 of the STK dies, they're not going to be able to keep running the flag for at least like 5 or 10 seconds to get close to it.
This could be the winning flag run here, Walsh. Hines is taking it right through the middle. Royal 2 has his coverage, and he's going to continue to toss this one out. Hines getting so close. Is VWS going to be eliminated? Hines brings it in, and that's going to do it, making it 3-1. STK moves on to the next round to face off against the loser of the straight ripping and Believe the Hype matchup. That would be the loser bracket final. Man, what a matchup that was.
That was an incredible last flag run. First off, Hines, I believe he either got the finish or saw his teammates got a couple kills, crucial kills, and he just did not hesitate.
Yeah.
He realized, you know what, I'm going to get this flag as far as I can across the map. Worst case, they're going to have to turn around and focus on me. There's only a minute and a half left in the game, so they're going to have to turn around and focus on me, or we're going to get this cap.
Man, Hines played incredible in that matchup. He actually had 2 flag caps, as well as the 28 kills, 19 deaths, 10 assists for him. On the bottom there, another guy you got to highlight, Royal 2, 23 kills, 17 assists, and 19 deaths. Just some brilliant stuff out of him, and overall,